We are live from Massillon, Ohio.
And from Milford, Ohio, we're here. Xavier's not here. They're in, where is TCU? Fort Worth, I think.
Something like that.
Fort Worth, Texas.
If you
Um,
if you say it, I believe it, Coop.
I think it's in Fort Worth, which I have a layover in Fort Worth later this month. So I'm excited to finally see the great state of Texas at the
Just
Dallas Fort Worth Airport.
see what all the fuss is about.
See what it's all about. I might wear cowboy boots while I'm there. I might pack them just for that reason.
Seems
But
like a decent idea.
I mean, if when in Texas, like you have to, play the part.
If you were gonna wear a cowboy hat, would it be like big brim, or would you go like with a smaller, tight
Huge
fitted,
brim,
huge brim? Yeah,
huge brim.
you seem like a huge brim kind of guy.
I am. Yeah, It's all about the brim size. Kenny, I can't help but notice just above your little video box. What is that? Or maybe
That
it's up there.
is so that we have a pretty big announcement to make. We have been in talks with my cousin who just recently started a fire starter brand called Starter King. We're going to get into a little bit more of what that means and kind of the brand in general once we get into the video a little bit more. But it's been something that I've used for a long time, and I approached him about it. They're kind of starting to bring their product out to the world. They're in Lowe's, they're online, starterking.us. It's in links in the bio down below. But I'm really excited about it. It's a product that I use all the time, and I know Simple Hobbies there. That's my cousin Stevie. He's really passionate about it, and I'm excited. I'm excited to get into that. I'm excited for the sponsorship because obviously that gives us an opportunity to do some more stuff for the fans and for the blobbers, and just excited in general. It's a big step for us.
Yes, sir. And getting this fire started, yeah, Simple Hobbies in the chat, Jerome Hunter Fan Club, all in, all in, all in, as he always is.
I mean, 3 all-ins. You got to figure that means all in.
It's all in, yeah.
I mean, we're 4 minutes from game time here. I'm still getting. Oh, I have to refresh it. Obviously.
Oh, yeah, ESPN Plus, by the way, for anyone just finding out. On Twitter, it is a common thing right now. People just finding out that it's on ESPN Plus. Um,
I just found out when you told me, and it's not even started yet. We're 3 minutes to game time, and I'm getting your event is starting soon.
with the ESPN building.
Yeah, I mean it's a nice
Wonder if
building.
it is. I wonder if that's the ESPN building in California or Connecticut.
Agreed, Robert. I cannot stand this app.
The ESPN app.
Yeah, it's like I can't even watch the program that's on before. Like
No, that's illegal.
at least give me a chance to watch like rodeos or something.
Yeah, like on Fox Sports One
Yeah,
after like a late game or whatever, you're
something.
watching like Xavier
Yeah,
or
like
another Big East game that started at 9 p.m. and then it immediately is like now to our program already in session, and
yeah,
it's like halfway through a rodeo or a
or just
poker
like
tour or
yeah,
something.
just like the third set of a pickleball game.
Yeah, right. You pickleballing yet?
No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it. Maybe me. Well, I would say Stevie and I could play together, but with his back and foot these days, I don't think he's got it in him.
Mm, sad.
Sad. I know. I'm pretty sure Stevie's mom, my aunt Pam, has been trying to get me into playing some pickleball.
I haven't played myself. I thought about it briefly, but
Coop. Now,
oh no, man.
I tweeted about it earlier, but have you sent your $25 to the Ohio State Buckeyes NIL? I mean that could be what it was. You didn't get that 25 bucks in.
I mean, maybe, man. It just I hate to see them hurting for money. They obviously are.
Did that email? Did it say that Michigan has a $200 million NIL fund?
Uh, something that's not even believable.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like we need your $25. Like,
Yeah, right.
where did you get that? Was that an
Dude,
email you got?
I got an email from them. I have no idea how.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's really weird. I don't know, man. Michigan did just get the number one quarterback in the country that was committed to LSU for quite some time. Then he flipped last second, so he got a good wire. Um, Ohio State has the number two quarterback though from Bellefontaine, Ohio.
Oh no, we got bad news here, Coop.
What's that?
Alex King says if you put $25 in for Ohio State, he's putting it in for Michigan. So you guys are just canceling each other out. There's no reason to even do it anymore.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of how I feel like about donating in general.
Right. Just canceled out.
Yeah, someone's gonna undo it
All right.
unless it's the final 2%. We are big supporters of final 2%.
Oh yeah, I'm still giving monthly to that. I need to. Oh shoot! I was. There, notifications. Throwing this into. I actually remembered that we have a Discord.
That we do, yeah.
Which is nice. It's nice that we have a Discord.
Discord, Dat Cord, Honda Cord, don't matter. It's brought to you by Starter King. All right, looks like it's starting. There's a nice shot
finally.
of TCU's. I guess that's an arena.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the cheerleaders.
Well, it's supposed to be a video of them, but it looks like a still photo.
That's ESPN Plus for you.
And now it just cuts to the team. I mean, I do like all the purple. Like I like the color purple. I'm a fan.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm a big purple trader or whatever. Purple perpetrator.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of purple. It's a pretty prominent in the Minnesota Vikings uniform.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So. Oh,
And Xavier
Mr.
going
Sasquatch,
with
I don't even know what to
jeans.
say. How does Xavier end up on ESPN Plus ever?
It's because the Big 12, man.
But
And the shootout. Don't forget the Crosstown shootout to add fuel to the fire that was started by StarterKing.com. The Crosstown shootout is on
it's actually
ESPN
.us.
Plus.
It's actually
.us.
Yeah.
StarterKing.us.
All right, let me get this last tweet out, and then we're ready to go.
And TCU's court, it's different. I like it though.
Oh wow, what is that? Snakeskin?
I think. Well, I'd assume frogs.
Frog
Dalen
skin?
Swain getting us started.
All right, let's get locked in here. If we don't get a win tonight, people are gonna start talking, Coop.
I know that will. About us.
Yeah. Well, that's not a good defensive rebound.
Fremantle's 3 early. Nope.
All right. I don't really know too much about TCU.
Reading up on them a little bit. They're not great, but also they're a 1.5 favorite. And I think defensively they're pretty good. I think part of that is that they hold the ball late, long possessions. But other than that, I don't know much about them at all. I know Xavier played him last in 2019, so Zach Fremantle has played here before, so he's not worried about it.
He's not worried. Tell him I'm not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it at all.
Sasquatch, I wish we could show it on our screen, man. That would make our lives a lot easier.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
But this is where I love Foster in this spot.
Yeah.
Getting that like mid post, 15-foot post up, using his body to get his shot up. I like that.
And he got the miss out of the way early, so it's all good from here.
Right. Let's go. Throw it up.
Yeah, you're a little ahead of me, but yeah. Kenny, I know you put it out there on Twitter, just asking people's thoughts on the team so far and what they need to get kind of polished up.
Yeah.
What was the most common response on that? My thing was turnovers. I think they had like over 30 turnovers in their last 2 games or something crazy like that. But what stuck out to you the most?
I mean, I think the obvious stuff, right? It's like rebounding, toughness, athleticism, that kind of stuff. But I really just don't think that those things are as big of an issue as people. I mean, it's December, right? Like,
yeah,
we're 7-1. There's a lot of things that we need to do better, and everybody knows that. But I think that you look at a guy like Hughley, who people are being rough on, and I don't think necessarily that it's unwarranted that they're being rough on him right now. But the thing that people have to remember, and something that most people have never experienced, is playing in an offense like this as a big guy. It's tough to find your spots. I mean, they're one of the fastest teams that you're going to play against. They're relentless. They're going up and down the court. And that can be tough on a big guy. I mean, Hughley's 6'10", 6'11", 270. Like, it's a big body. It's going to be tough for him to find his place to fit in. But as the year goes on, he's going to find his spots. Mm-hmm. He's going to find his spots. He's going to find out where he can be most effective. And I really think that if he's able to buy into that role of being – if he's able to buy into that role of being – just a big body in the middle, rebound all game, play defense. He's going to fill the role that he needs to on this team because the scoring's going to be there.
Right. And another guy that
Brian,
I know
my audio is ahead. I'm hearing things that are happening before they happen.
Man, time machine over there.
Is that not for you? Your audio on the stream?
I don't know. I have everything on mute. All I hear is you.
Yeah.
But another guy that a lot of people have been talking about is Dante Maddox, and which we see him checking in. But what's going on with him? Do you think it's a mental block? Do you think it's just getting used to playing at a higher level than he was at Toledo? A combination, or?
Well, I think that there's a difference between guys that are just efficient scorers doing everything they can with just the opportunities they're given, and then there's guys that they need to shoot 10, 15 shots a game to really get into the flow of the game, and I think that that's the biggest difference for him. I think the talent of his teammates is probably a little bit better, but
sure.
He's just got. When you're shooting the ball 15 times a game and you have the ultimate green light, and then you come to the Xavier and you're the sixth man, you're not getting as many shots, you're not making shots like you feel like you should. You're probably feeling some type of pressure because of the NIL money and the recruiting process throughout the summer, and like coming into Xavier and Xavier fans looking at you like, man, this is a high level player, and then maybe you're not putting up the numbers that you think. I think that there's definitely a mental part of that's going to make it difficult, but that's something you just have to break through. We talked to Quincy about it last stream. He was just talking about how he's talked to him, his process of being a graduate player, all of those things. And I think that Coach Miller will get him there. It's really just going to take him buying into the process and taking time to fall into place in the season.
Yeah, and I'm sure it will. And then, I mean, like you said, it's December 5th?
Right.
So there's that too. I mean, a college basketball behind the NFL, I feel like is the sport that has the most overreactions early. Um, and maybe it's just because I follow it and see it and stuff, but um, you're ready to write off a team or you feel like you know everything about them
That's
less
yeah,
than a month into the season. It's like, oh, Auburn's winning the Natty,
yeah,
Kansas can't win on the road. Like,
right.
you start just making these assumptions.
Well, and the craziest
Um,
thing was for me, doing my work with Field of 68 it's funny because, you look at, we'll sit there and have a conversation about a team, and, obviously there's two different camps of people. There's people that hate them, there's people that love them, and within those people that hate them, they're always going to have something bad to say. And then the people that love them, they can sometimes be the worst critics of a team. And the people that love them are the first people that when one little thing goes wrong, they're like, well, the season's over. I don't know why we got excited about this team. And it's just like, it's crazy, man. There was Duke fans that were upset that they lost to Kentucky. Cooper Flagg had a couple late turnovers, and they're talking like, well, maybe he's not the guy we thought he was. And it's like, what? What are you talking about? He's averaging more points, rebounds, assists, blocks, assists, steals in every category than everybody on his team. It's just like, give it a second.
yeah,
Give it a second. Let the season progress. These games in the beginning are, as much as people don't want to believe it, because they've been working in the preseason, all of the practices, all the stuff, all the work that leads up to it. It's difficult in these first few games to really get going.
yeah, I'm sure. I mean, just be patient. I mean, it's got to work itself in. And who was it? Gabe was asking if James Posey's son gets any minute. James Posey's son plays for TCU.
Oh, really?
Uh, so that'd be cool.
Well, what happened there?
Uh,
Couldn't reel him in.
Great question. Let's see, Jace Posey, um, redshirt freshman. So what's that mean? Okay, last year he didn't play. This year he is playing.
Oh man, Jack, that would be. I don't know. I don't know because I'm assuming you would have to make a trade with a team that, you know, it's not like you're going to go out and get Kalkbrenner. Like, what do you give up from Xavier to get Kalkbrenner? So, like, I don't really know who you would go get. I think that obviously Xavier needs a big body, and I think that they need Hughley to step up in that area. I think that's one of the biggest areas where they're lacking right now, that inside presence, and you saw it against Michigan. But that's probably what I would go for. I would go for a big guy. But I also don't want to write off Hughley this early in the season. I was talking to Fanta on Spaces yesterday, driving home from work. And, he was talking about 2 years ago when Xavier goes to the Sweet 16, you have all this talent. Colby Jones, Sule Boom, Jack Nungy, who were obviously the three best players on the team that year. But the person that we ended up talking about the most at the end of the season was Jerome Hunter. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
who's
Yeah.
going to be the guy that's able to step up and do the small things that help you win games? Xavier needs that. They really need that, along with the other things that they need to clean up. But that's something that every single team needs. Every team that's really good needs guys like that.
And I think we talked about this on one of our recorded podcasts recently. That Sweet 16 year, if you go back and look at the leading scorers, I mean, it was a different guy almost every game.
Right.
I kind of feel like that's how it could be this year, especially once everyone starts to kind of gel. It might be Jerome Hunter one game. It might be Zach Freemantle. Most of the time, it's probably going to be Conwell, but McKnight can put up numbers. Dalen Swain, Trey Green. I mean, I think it is going to be like you're not going to have the same name popping up every single time.
Right. I mean, and I think that I think that there's going to be. I would be shocked if there's not a couple games this year, and maybe even more, that Maddox ends up being the leading scorer of the team.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have. I guarantee you, he has a game this year where he shoots like something ridiculous, like 6 for 8 from 3, and just like goes off, and people are going to be like, "Well, where?" Just Jamie Dixon gives you nightmares from playing.
bold prediction, it'll be in the shootout.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when Quincy had his coming out party.
Yeah, exactly.
That was crazy. Jamie
And right
Dixon
on cue, Kenny, a 3-pointer for Maddox deep.
That is how we do things right there. We make predictions on the stream and they come to life.
Yeah, I mean, we created this. This is manifestation in real time. So 7-9, TCU with the lead,
Look
with
at
the
it.
ball.
Go ahead. Don't foul. Oh, dude, this audio is screwing me up. The guy said 8 on the shot clock 5 seconds ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said 8 on the shot clock. The ball was rolling around on the ground over here. They passed it up top, and I looked down at the shot clock, and there was 8 seconds.
Well, that's strange.
Okay. Sometimes you need those. All right, I got to turn the sound off. This is ridiculous. I knew he missed that shot before he took it.
Well, I'm sorry to anybody listening to ESPN Plus audio over us, Kenny included. You think you know a man.
I know, right? Well, I'd like to know if there's like a technical foul. Oh, Jerome? I didn't know that one was off the mark because I have the audio off now. I'm done with it. Golly.
Wide open look.
All right, well.
Timeout, Xavier. 14-7. TCU leads. 13-11 left in the first half.
My screen's frozen. This is just, it's all working out. Everything's good. You're frozen.
Yeah, John says, I don't know how UC fans do this ESPN Plus app on a daily basis.
Yeah, I know you can't see me right now. I'm bringing it back up.
I mean, ESPN Plus, I've had it for years. It's great for college baseball, but you don't expect a good broadcast with those. You just expect the camera to show the game, and that's it. But, man, yeah, watching, big-time basketball on ESPN Plus, just a little weird.
Yeah.
The biggest crime was all over Twitter was Iowa State and Marquette both when they played. Was that just last night? Was on ESPN Plus. A top 10 game, top 6, number 6 versus number 5, and it's on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, that was a tough game for Marquette.
I didn't watch a second of it.
I mean, the thing is that Marquette's really, really good, but Iowa State just came out, and I mean, you lose by 11. You're at Iowa State. It's a tough game for anybody, and I mean, but that's really, they were able to come out and just stomp Purdue at home, and then they go to Iowa State and they lose. But it's, once again, you just don't make knee-jerk reactions at the beginning of the season. They lose to the number 6 team in the country. Like, I'm sure that there's people out there that are like, well, I thought we were going to be good enough to win a national championship, but I guess not.
Right. Another 3 for TCU. Or nope. What are they saying here, Kenny?
I don't know. I have it turned off. Look what you've done. Was it a technical?
You get teed up?
I think it was after the shot, though.
Yeah, 3-pointer good by Micah Robinson, immediately followed by a tech.
Nice.
Oh, he did. He pointed right at Sean Miller. That's why. And look at Sean's reaction. Like, you see the shit.
Oh, it's a TCU broadcast issue, Paula? Maybe they have an actual horned frog doing it.
Maybe.
It's inclusive.
And
Inclusion.
Trey Green's the go-to free throw shooter. Some clutch free throws against South Carolina State on Sunday.
Man, who do you think the best free throw shooter of all time at Xavier was?
At Xavier, my first initial thing would have been 2.
Man, if you're talking about clutch moments, I think you're 100% right. But if you're just talking about like raw, who's the best free throw shooter? 100% it's Brad Redford.
I was gonna say Brad Redford. Trayvon Blue is pretty good too,
Dude,
but
Brad,
man,
I think in high school, Brad made like 117 free throws in a row in games.
if there was a highlight reel of free throws, then like yeah, Brad Redford, you'd be like, oh my god, look at that form. Look how straight his shoulders are.
No, there's been a lot of great free throw shooters. I mean, when you're playing at that level as a guard, if you're not a great free throw shooter, it's not a good thing. But you know, at the end of games when two was going to the free throw line, when he would miss a shot, which he rarely did, it was just like, what happened there?
Right. Yeah.
There's a glitch in the matrix.
What was your free throw routine? How many times did you bounce the ball before the shot? Did you have one?
Yeah, usually one. Well, I don't even know what I did in college, actually. I know that.
You seem like a 2 bounce and then roll it in your hands kind of guy.
I was a 1 dribble roll.
Really?
Yep. It was, dude, my free throw percentage was ridiculous. I shot like, in high school, I was like an 87% free throw shooter. And then in my freshman year, I was like, I don't know, something like 75 or 80%. And then it just started slowly going down.
Yeah, you didn't dribble enough. One dribble's not enough,
You got to
man.
take at least 3 dribbles getting. That's a foul and 1. You're not going to call that? Okay. We'll just let that one slide. You owe us one, though.
Yeah.
I would be interested to know over the last, or in the Michigan game and the South Carolina game, how many kills Xavier got. I would be willing to say that it's in the single digits. It didn't seem like they stopped anybody 3 times in a row at all.
I think they went on a pretty good run against South Carolina State.
Or that's what I'm talking South Carolina State, that's what I meant.
But
they weren't scoring either. I think that may be what it was.
Yeah, maybe. Man, that game was tough to watch.
It was.
I mean, part of it too, I mean, I know this shouldn't be a factor, but
yeah, Jack, I'm talking about combined in both games. Michigan.
The lack of like just atmosphere and energy on Sunday at Centos. Obviously, you're not expecting a huge crowd for South Carolina State and Thanksgiving weekend. The students aren't there, whatever. But
right. Man,
that game just embodied that environment. It was tough.
It was so hard to watch because I'm like, I'm watching the game and I kind of like look down for a second. I'm just playing. I can't remember what we were playing. Me and my son were playing chess or something. And
nice.
and I look up and it's still like a 4-point game. I'm like, what's going on here? And to do that with the atmosphere, twice you could hear. Oh yeah, that I think I actually heard. Or Paula, did you tweet that out during the game? Yeah, that's where I heard it before then.
Yeah, that's wild.
Oh, man.
Hearing the South Carolina State bench on TV.
Yeah, in an arena that holds 10,000 people, and at the time you're the number 22 ranked team in the country.
Yeah, right.
Like, chop, chop. Let's go Xavier fans. I remember I put out a tweet last year about the fans not bringing it, and people were, like, angry at me for talking about it.
I mean, it's something that, like, I think when Centos is going. Like during the shootout, it's probably the best atmosphere in all of college basketball.
I mean,
Like,
it's going to be. I mean, you hear announcers and people talk about it all the time. It's not just Xavier people saying that.
right.
So, like 100%, you're right.
I mean, on the old college basketball video games, it was always like Cintas Center, one of the toughest places to play, and have like a ranking on it or whatever. Um, but it gets loud. It's just the lower bowl energy isn't matched up to the upper bowl energy a lot of times
Yeah.
for various reasons. But I mean, during the shootout, it's electric. I mean, just regular Big East games,
Yeah.
like the games we went to last year.
Oh,
Like it gets loud down there,
mm-hmm.
and um, at the Indiana game a couple years back, I mean it gets loud in there. I have a friend who had never been to Centos, um, and he went for the first time when they played against Siena or something. I think
Okay.
earlier this season. I think it was Siena.
Yeah.
Um, and he's like, man, this place is crazy. He's like, I wasn't expecting it to be sold out on like a weeknight. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, that's how it is. He's like, it's like this all the time. But yeah, pretty much. Just, I mean, you got to go to a Big East game if you think that's a good environment. But
Right. Dude, that Georgetown game that we went to, that crowd was a
yeah,
lot
it
of fun.
was. Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, when you have a close game, it's going to be fun. But
Yeah, just, I mean, Big East games in general, like the the talent on either team, no matter who they're playing, is just so good, and the games are so physical. You know, it's great.
yep. Paula, I think that for environment's sake, probably that makes sense. But these guys, they got to make money now. They got to make money. They got to pay these guys. You give those the season tickets away from those sections, and people aren't the biggest donors. Maybe aren't buying those tickets, or they're not making donations to the Field of 68. And yeah, I mean Xavier basketball is a major moneymaker for Xavier. So
I'd like the idea of the wraparound student
oh,
section though,
it would be
but
sweet, but also at the same time, think about the games when they when the students aren't really there as much. Then it even looks worse. I mean, obviously you'd sell them for those games, I know, but
yeah. I have a buddy that sits in like the first two rows or something that would be very upset, but he also I don't think he claps. I don't I don't think he really knows what's going on, but he'll text me about 2 hours after the game and be like, Xavier won. I'm like, yeah, man, I was there, like, whatever. But
I was
um,
there.
I used to go to games with him,
Yeah.
and it would be like, you know, 5 minutes left, and no matter what the score is, he's like, all right, let's dip, let's beat traffic. I'm like, oh, one of those guys. Like, it's not that bad. Like,
Dude,
it's 10,000 people. This isn't leaving like Paul Brown Stadium, you know? Like,
absolutely, dude. That was like we would when I was younger and we would go to like Cleveland Indian games. It would be like the bottom of the seventh, like tie game, and my dad would be like, "Well, we got to beat this traffic." It's like, what? Why'd we even come if we're not going to watch the game?
oh man,
Dude, how many offensive rebounds do they have right now?
let's find out.
Home stats. They have 5 offensive rebounds. They're on pace for almost 20. Can we get somebody to get a rebound? Has Hughley even played yet? Yeah, he has. 6 minutes.
Yeah, 6 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, there's another turnover. Oh,
So
my
that's
goodness.
5 turnovers if you're counting at home for Xavier. But they get the ball back.
5 turnovers. Neither team really is in any type of foul trouble right now. Both. During breaks, they members. Man, can you imagine? And we never even got to see Traore play. Oh, look, a high-low pass. Nice. No, but we never really got to see Traore play, but can you imagine just throwing a 6'10" guy that can move and block shots and rebound onto this team right now? Just, man, I want Hughley to be that. When I was talking to people around Xavier, right when he first got there, it was all about, like, if the guy can get in shape, if he can lose the weight, if he can make his body right, he's going to be really good. And he did that. So I was all like, I was 100% in. I was so excited for Hughley to come in and have get a big guy at Xavier. Obviously we had Nunji. But he wasn't like a bruiser big guy. It would have been so much fun to have Traore and Hughley, rotating in at that 5 spot, and then you have Hunter and Fremantle playing at the 4, rotating all those guys at 4-5, whatever you need to do. But man, it's so frustrating knowing what could have been with Traore, because the way Miller talks about him, and I know that there's some coach speak going on, but the way he talks about him, it just seems like he was going to be such a huge part of the team.
Oh, yeah. With the way that Sean Miller's worked the transfer portal, like, he's picking specific guys. You know what I mean? It's not just like, let's just see who's out there type of thing. Like, to go, where'd he come from? Long Beach State?
Yeah.
Obviously you have to be pretty high on somebody to do that. But,
right. And Jack, you're right. I think that there's always the opportunity that Traore comes out and, lays an egg, and he's not the person that we all thought he was going to be. But it just seemed like with his play style, he's a really physical, athletic, that bruiser kind of guy that you're looking for that's just strong. And I think that he would have been able to find his spot here, because it seems like he's more athletic than Hughley. So I think that he would have had an easier time fitting in. But it's so hard to put Fremantle at the 5 and make him. Think about when they play Creighton, dude. Like, think about when they played Michigan. You're having to guard these guys 7 foot, 7'1", 7'2", whatever the heck they are. And Fremantle's 6'9", 6'8". Like, he's not a 5-man. And making him do that while also needing him to produce on offense it's a difficult ask for anybody. Oh man, this Dr. Pepper is really good.
Oh, you got a Dr. Pepper? I got the McDonald's Coke.
Nice, dude.
Hard to beat. I ate dinner for 50 cents. On the McDonald's app,
did you get a nugget?
No, on the McDonald's app this week, you can get a double cheeseburger for 50 cents.
They probably don't expect too many people to just go get a single double cheeseburger.
That's what I did.
Yeah. The pop cost more than that.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's just, now my credit card, there's a 50-cent charge on it or something. But that's when I'm not with my girlfriend, I just eat just the bare minimum. I might eat an Uncrustable for lunch. Well, not one Uncrustable, but Uncrustables.
You know who loves Uncrustables is Ian.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
Dude, what's... Ay. A foul on who? Oh, okay. Man, it feels like there hasn't been... it's showing up there's a scoring drought, 232 for Xavier, but I feel like there's been a scoring drought for both teams. I haven't touched the scoreboard in what seems like an hour.
Yeah, we want the full picture. What's the scoring drought like for TCU?
Dr. Pepper and Keurig are owned by the same company.
What?
It's odd, but not shocking. I feel like when you start getting into who owns all these companies, it's like 6 companies.
Yeah, it's like Blackstone. It's like they own Jersey Mike's now.
How do you pick seats for road games and sit next to your team fans? Always wondered that.
I think you just get as close to the visiting bench as possible.
Well, and they have the Jersey Mike touched me.
Yeah.
That is not brought to you by Starter King. All right, Come on. That's good defense right there. I'll take that. I'll take that shot. Where are you at right now, Coop, time-wise?
7:15 on the game clock.
All right.
8:32 p.m. in the real world.
Nice. Dude, Jerome, post up. All right, ball's staying on one side of the court. Can we get some movement here? I need him to make that
There we
shot.
go, Zach.
Okay. We can't be going into halftime down 11. You always sit next to your team. Bills Mafia. Oh, man. I know Alex King is in here, and this isn't going to make him happy, but, man, when the Vikings and the Bills play in the Super Bowl, it's going to be so much fun.
Vikings, Bills, huh?
Yep. Well, I know the Bengals aren't going to be there.
Yeah, no, there's no shot. Unfortunately,
There's
man.
another
Disgusting.
offensive rebound.
I was driving today, and there's this fence company here in Milford, and their sign said, "Who Day, let us help you with defense."
Nice.
Like, all right, nice. I'm not in the market for a fence, but when I am, well, I don't remember the name of the company, but I'll use them.
John Boys. Where do I know that name from? Does he do... no, I haven't watched... Oh, I'm thinking of John Boy, the guy that does the warehouse games and the baseball stuff.
Yeah, the baseball stuff.
Dude, have you ever watched those warehouse games?
No, I have not.
I'll check them out, Jack. I'm always looking for Vikings content to consume.
Oh, he created Scoregami. Scoregami's awesome.
Zach with the heat check. Dude, John Boy's, first of all, the warehouse games, I love, like, Blitzball. And have you ever watched him do that, Coop?
No, I haven't.
Dude, it's a lot of fun to watch. They literally just play, like, baseball in a warehouse, but they use one of those Blitzballs, you know, that you can, like, throw, like, crazy curveballs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they have a big warehouse set up, and it's just 2-on-2 baseball. And they have, like, if you hit it to a certain spot, it's a home run. If you hit a certain part of the wall, it's a single or a double. It's a lot of fun to watch. But his the stuff that John Boy does with like lip syncing when there's fights in baseball or like man.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Cracks me up, man.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, good.
Dude.
Alex King didn't hear the Detroit Lions slander.
Playing baseball indoors is it's fun, but you got to do it in the right place. Because me and my buddies in high school played baseball inside, but it was at Dick's Sporting Goods, and we got kicked out because we found a ricochet ball that like bounces really high, and we were just like doing batting practice at Dick's, and we didn't know an employee was 1 aisle away.
Oh boy.
We were the dicks then.
Dude, no, never mind. I'm not bringing that up now.
Fair enough.
We were talking about their website and how nervous it makes us to type it in.
Oh, yeah. Are you sure that's it? There's no sporting goods after it? I'm just going to Google Dick's Sporting Goods, actually, and I'll just click the link from there.
Oh, yeah. Paul is the real MVP here, letting me know the audio's fixed. I just like to keep it low enough that I can't hear the announcers, but I can hear whistles, you know?
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Miller's not happy.
Foul on Maddox.
Has anybody ever seen Paul Fritchner and Paula in the same place? I wonder if they're the same person. I mean,
Maybe.
you got Paul, Paula, but their names both start with an F. I mean, seems like a realistic jump to take.
Yeah, it could be.
We are not. Nice try, Paul.
Exactly what someone who is Paul Freshner would say.
Albeit at the Paul Road game. Goodness gracious, all the lines are crossing into the center spot here. Paula going to the DePaul game.
"28-20 TCU leads, despite TCU just hitting one of their last 7 field goals." Kenny,
That's graphic worthy.
that is graphic worthy. It's statbroadcast.com worthy.
I need to make some graphics, dude. That's the next step for me.
Yeah,
Get some graphics on the stream here.
Yeah, I mean, you could really do it all, from color commentary to graphics. I mean, what's next? You might be the camera guy one game. You could do it all.
You literally just never know.
I mean, you're our in-house IT guy.
Speaking of wearing many hats, so I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, Starter King USA. Been talking with them for about 2 weeks now, and it's a brand that my cousin started. I don't know exactly when it started. It was about, I want to say 3 or 4 months ago. He kind of had the idea. His dad owns a wax paper company, and a lot of the waste was going, to waste, and they were able to come up with a solution for that. Basically, just trying to figure out a way to get rid of that waste in a way that's better for the environment. So he went on a Shark Tank style visit to the Lowe's headquarters, and there was about 50 different people there, and on all different facets of all the different outdoor stuff, from a bunch of different industries. And he goes through this whole thing and comes out and finds out that he is the number one company to come out of there with a deal with Lowe's. And I know he's my cousin, and I think a lot of people might say, well, you're just promoting it because of that, but I use these fire starters for everything. If I'm starting a fire out in the backyard, I'm using Starter King. If I'm getting a smoker going over at his house with the big green egg, we're using Starter King. Charcoal grills, we're using Starter King. We do a pig roast every year. Starter King it's amazing, and it's a product that I really believe in. And the being able to work with him and kind of get that message out there a little bit more. I think that if you try it one time, you're literally never going to use another fire starter. And the fact that it's a family company, and I'm a part of it. I was actually in one of their commercials, the very first commercial.
Nice.
I was the hand lighting the lighter. I mean, it's pretty big time. It's on my IMDb. But honestly, if you guys if you're into smoking meats, if you're into any of that kind of stuff, if you have a lot of bonfires, these things, they burn clean. They don't smell like a Duraflame does. It's honestly just one of the best fire starters on the market. If you go to starterking.us, you get 15% off of your first order. And I promise you guys, if you give it a try, you're never going to go back.
Yeah, use the code Roll Blob, right?
Yep,
for 15%
promo code
off.
Roll Blob.
Yeah, that's actually a really good Christmas present too, like
Not
a
bad.
stocking stuffer. If you have anyone in your life, like my grandpa grills all the time, or my uncle.
Dude, so my cousin actually sent out a bunch of free samples to my wife's side of the family. They have a lot of people that, they have the big green eggs and all that stuff. And as soon as they ring out, they're like, where the heck do we buy more of these? And they weren't even on sale yet. But they're all believers now.
StarterKing.us. Does that make us the starter princes?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that TCU 3 was brought to you by Starter King.
Yeah. Well, they're on fire, which maybe was started by Starter King. Xavier certainly is not. Down by 11. What's Xavier shooting, anyways? Besides poorly, I'm talking
1 for 8 from 3.
Ugh.
But they're just not getting good shots, though. Like, the threes that they're taking, That's a foul. We need it. We need some type of spark. Offense, defense. I mean, get a rebound. Look at Maddox in there getting the rebounds. Monstrous. Maddox right now leading the team in rebounds.
Yeah, that's wild.
Come on, Hughley. Roll to the basket.
With 4.
I know.
Wow. Wow.
Hey,
Okay.
we will take it.
We'll take it. A Hughley 3. Hell yeah.
Xavier, 2 for 9 from 3. John Hughley, 1 for 1.
Yeah, who would have thought, man?
Where's Conwell at? Yeah, Conwell's 0 for 2
Foul
right now.
free.
Look at this. Nice and slow. Good follow through. Good rotation. Bottom of the net.
I mean, that's a beautiful, beautiful 3-point shot. Maybe that's what we need him to do.
Paulie, you can swear whenever you want. This is America.
It's after 10 p.m. somewhere.
Right.
That means we can say whatever the hell we want.
Hugh 3. I love that. Hughley 3.
Hugel 3. Rick would bleep me out. Yeah, the Musketeer Report, when they edit the podcast and they put the bleep in, just makes it so much funnier when someone does cuss. Like, I think the bleep button is one of the best inventions of all times because it just makes everything so much funnier than it just going silent for a minute. Just like a loud, obnoxious bleep. And you have to, like, it's kind of like a fun game of, like, what word did they say? And look, another 3.
Ahmad. I hope you're feeling better, man. That was a travel.
Ahmad was sick?
Yeah, he was saying he's not feeling good. He was going to join us tonight.
Glenn wants to say something so bad that we get uncomfortable.
Oh, boy.
I mean, the chat has nothing to do with us. You can type whatever you want in the chat. We don't read everything in the chat out loud, so yeah.
Ninth offensive rebound.
Good evening, Ahmad. Even Alex is in on it.
Oh, baby. He's heating up. He's heating up. Paula said we needed to get within 5.
Nice.
That was a nice 2 for 1 opportunity there.
Yeah.
Very generous. It's honestly just nice of us to give so many offensive rebounds. You want to make things a little bit easier on the team you're playing.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Here we go. Oh. But I mean, like,
I like the shot, but
I mean, okay, so I like that Conwell gets to take the last shot there. He's the guy that should be shooting that ball. But if it's me, why are you even bringing Hughley up to set that screen? If he's going to get that shot, he can get that shot without a screen. Like, if you're gonna bring the screen up, you got to try and get to the basket, or have Davion up there with the ball and Conwell in the corner, Maddox in another corner, make somebody help and pass the ball. Like, it just seems like, 15 dribbles, no passes, and a shot. If he makes it, great, but it's just not I don't know, whatever. Yeah. You get your 2 for 1 opportunity. You shoot the ball with 45 seconds to go on the clock. You know you're going to get the last shot, and that's the one you end up with. I don't know what's going on with McKnight, man. I don't know what's going on with any of these guys other than Hughley is 1 for 1 from 3. So
yeah, and I mean, let's see. First half stats.
I mean, Zach's playing well. He's 5 for 7 from the field, 10 points.
Yeah,
It's just
Zach consistently has been playing well. Ryan Conwell starting to heat up. Suddenly you look down and Xavier's hit 4 threes now, but
yeah.
still
At what
7
point do you start
turnovers.
thinking about bringing in Colbert?
He's on scholarship. You can do that.
You, you can do that. Did you see? So I placed a bet in the Louisville Old Miss game, and I was like, man, I really like the way Louisville's been playing. I think they can beat them. And I wasn't really up on the current news, and I had watched the first like 6 minutes of the game, and I placed the bet, and within like probably a minute of real time, not game time, minute real time, the announcer's like, some bad news for Louisville. 2 of their best players got injured. I'm like,
Yeah, they're
frick.
banged up, dude.
Yeah.
They're banged up.
Said they have 8 scholarship players.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Ole Miss was also wearing their powder blue uniforms, so
Yeah.
you knew they were going to win the whole time.
Yeah. And then of course I placed a sizable bet on Baylor against UConn because UConn lost 3 in a row, and I was like, you know what, Baylor is one of the best teams in the country. I'm just gonna go ahead and place the bet, and finally UConn decides to start playing.
Yeah, well, so we just hedge against Kenny. Is that what it is?
I think that's probably what it is.
So your Bitcoin yet?
I only hit like 3 or 4 parlays a year, and they're usually for like anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000. So that pays for the rest of it.
Dude, my friend hit a 25-leg parlay 2 days ago.
How much is that for?
He put like $12 and won like 930.
Oh, okay.
But still, like 25 legs.
That's crazy. For a 25-leg parlay, I thought you were going to say you bet 12 cents and won 15 grand.
Oh, no, that's crazy. There is this guy on Twitter I follow named Keg. I don't know his real name, but he goes by Keg. And, man, he's had some big wins betting on the NFL. He's playing with different kind of money, but winning like 12 grand here and there, But
yeah, it was freaking John Henson. Like, so I've known John for a long time. Played summer league with him a couple of times when he was with Milwaukee, and so I've gotten to know him. And so he posted on Twitter. It was like the Falcons or something came back, and he had bet like $5 grand on the Falcons to win. And he tweeted at Kirk Cousins, and was like, you're good in my book or something. And he won like $12,000 or something. I was just like, what the, like not $12,000 total, $12,000 profit.
Oh wow, okay.
It was like nice,
man,
nice night.
I don't know. I'm trying to get better at gambling.
I'm trying to get ChatGPT to teach me how to make a gambling algorithm.
Well, I was wanting like just some crypto advice, and it just told me to buy the Hawk Tua coin, nice. And I lost everything, dude. Lost everything.
Yeah, she made something like $10-15 million or something in like 6 minutes.
That's why I had a 50-cent cheeseburger from McDonald's for dinner.
You just have to. You need a couple months to recoup.
There was she was like hosting a Twitter space, and someone was asking about like how her team gets paid and like everything like that. And she interrupts him. She's like, "Sorry to interrupt, but anywho, I'm going to bed." And I'm just like, all right.
I've not listened to her talk outside of the meme. I've not listened to her talk ever.
Dude, my top 2 podcasts this year. Number 1 was Roll Blob. Number 2 was the Talk Tua podcast.
Talk Tua.
Not actually.
Oh boy.
I like my cheese jerky, bro.
Get off me, father. I don't know.
Huh?
That's a heck of a username. Goodman is awesome, man. Honestly, like the Field of 68 after dark text chain it's a pretty fun place to be. It's a lot of good guys, man, and they all know basketball. It's it's a daunting group to be a part of. That's for sure. Those guys have been doing. They've just, it's one of those things where, as you go, your database of knowledge that you have just continues to grow, and you remember things. And I'm just starting off. I didn't used to watch a lot of basketball outside of, Xavier, and even that really just started up in the last 3-ish years. When I was overseas, it was tough to watch games and things like that. So I'm kind of starting at square one, and with the transfer portal, it makes things even more difficult. But I've just been kind of learning as I go, and he's been his Fanta lead. Dude, I have no idea. I'm not in on those type of conversations, man. I'll tell you one thing, though. Working with John Fanta, I've done a couple things with him, and it has been – that dude makes everybody's life around him easier and more enjoyable when you do these podcasts. It's so much fun to talk to him. His energy is so crazy. I know you guys all know John. I don't have to tell you about him, but man, is it fun to work with him. And yes, Ahmad, the Vikings are always taking fan applications. I can get you one. I'll print you one off and fax it to you. They only accept them via fax.
Facts. Yeah, Ahmad, I remember that after, I don't know what game it was, but Fanta was there, and we went, and I can't remember who all was there, but I think we went to say what up to Rick and Adam. I don't think Paul was there. And then Fanta, just somehow already knew my name or something, and then was just he's like, yeah, great to meet you. Did you know Xavier shot, and was going into these crazy stats, and he's like, for the first time since 1987. And then he started saying something about the other team. Like, what the hell? I was just saying hi to Rick, but just going to leave me with that tidbit. But
yeah, but I was listening to that Spaces, it was like the Big East Battleground space yesterday. And he was talking about Shaheen Holloway, I think, his record, breaking it down by month over the past 4 years. And he didn't just pull it. He wasn't like, here, let me Google this real quick. He was like, let me just grab my notebook. I have this written.
That's awesome.
I have this written down somewhere, and he went off the stats he's 12 or 24 and 26 in November. He's 24 and 18 in December, and he's just going through this whole thing, and then he gets to March, and he's February or March, and he's 26 and 7 in April or in February. I'm just like, number one, why do you have this stat? And number two, you have it in your notebook. It's not you didn't get this off an online source.
Yeah,
Fanta
is the
source. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Paula, Fanta's been on our podcast before. I actually was not on that episode, but yeah, he was on. Man, it's probably been 3-4 years ago by now with Cap, before Fanta was really big. But yeah, he's always been a super nice guy. I really haven't talked to him much at all. I don't know him well, but
he's so easy to talk to, dude. It's just man, he's hilarious. When he went on that, and I know that we talked about it last live stream, but when he went on that rant on the UC fan, that was just that was classic.
Oh yeah,
so funny.
It was hilarious.
I need the crosstown shootout I need water. I'm so ready.
Man, we don't have much longer. What, 9 days? Yeah, the 14th. So a week from Saturday, and I need
one of these. I need one of these guys on Xavier's team to realize how big of a game it is.
They will. I mean, Fremantle's playing in his fifth shootout now.
Yep.
As a healthy player, so
didn't we decide that he could have more wins against Xavier than Mick Cronin?
Yeah, that's right.
That's big time.
That's big time.
And that stat is presented to you by Starter King.
His father just got home.
I don't know what to say to that, Coop. I'm trying to figure out how to times participants.
Yeah, he said he's gonna say something that makes us all uncomfortable.
I guess he did. Yeah.
Well, that might not be it.
Maybe it's not.
I'm not that uncomfortable yet. Oh yeah, the Bengals Cowboys game is they're doing like what is this? The Simpsons episode? Like, you know how they did Toy Story last year?
Yeah.
And like the game's gonna be animated.
The Krusty Clowns. That's crazy, dude. The Bengals are the Krusty Clowns. That's not right. That's not right.
So, you think, oh, my team is playing on ESPN. Well, at least they're not animated.
Yeah, at least they're not the Simpsons.
Monday, I'm not even gonna watch the real Sunday or Monday Night Football. I'm not doing that. I'm watching animated Bengals football. When else am I gonna get the chance to do it?
Ahmad, I am not keeping tabs on that game. How's it going?
Oh, the Lions and Packers are playing right now.
Let me check something real quick.
Ahmad says that's a Vikings fan.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
So it's official. Ahmad is a Vikings fan.
What in the... My, Hold on. I need to go to YouTube. My description for the video never updated so that people have the website to go to. I need to sign into the Roll Blob account.
Put that on the Roll Blob.
Put that on the Roll Blob. All right. Oh no. Man.
Get off me, Father, if he gets in your room. Maybe he just wants to watch the game, man. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Honolulu blue is one of the best colors of all time.
Coop, do you know the password for the Roll Blob Gmail account?
Shit. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll say it out loud on stream.
That's probably a good idea. Here, I'll put it up here too.
Yeah, put it on the screen.
Oh no, I'm going to put it in the text box. Hey, it's a learning experience for everybody.
This is what I believe it is.
Okay.
Based on prior records.
That's all I need to know. Addition by subtraction, Cap says.
Oh, what up, Cap?
Or are we not supposed to tell people that's Cap?
Oh, I don't know. We're all Cap. We're all Cap burners. That wet blanket Cap.
I mean, without Cap, though, do we even have the good luck duck?
No, it's not been much good luck, though.
That's true.
And, I mean, Xavier's only down by 8 points. That's not bad. Basketball's a game of runs. They'll be fine.
Cap, if you just got a code on your phone, can you text it to me?
No, that's perfect timing.
All right, here we go, boys and girl.
Yeah,
Paul's the only girl.
more than likely.
Oh, that was a travel. Just freaking dunk on him, Swain. Golly. Oh, yeah.
For the...
Cap coming through with the code. Look at him.
You move that dresser, buddy.
Oh, my gosh, dude. We're going to continue. Not now. Oh, I got to. There we go. We're rolling.
All right.
Miller told him, you guys don't start making shots.
Lead down to 4.
It's like the
half already.
Remember the Titans?
I remember them, yeah.
If they cross that line of scrimmage, I'm taking y'all out. Give it to him. Let's go. Go to work. Dude, what are you... Shoot a free throw or shoot a fadeaway. Why not?
Ugh.
Let's get Hughley in there. We need some three-point shooting.
Yeah, right.
Conwell. Bang. Conwell hit him with the maybe a little push off there, but we take those.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, I mean, Cap gets in the chat and look what happens.
Yeah, man. It's something about it, man. He's a magical guy.
Okay, why can I not find...
So Xavier has a little bit of a spark here to start the second half. Brought to you by
Starter King.
We're working on it.
I'm currently updating my the description of the video so people can actually click on it and go to the website. I know that I typed it. You listened to me type it.
Yeah, I did. I heard those that keyboard too. And I was counting to make sure it's the right amount of clicks.
Boom, boom. Okay. And save. Can everybody refresh the stream? Thanks. All right, getting the scoreboard back right. Let's roll.
Let's roll this blob.
Starter King, hardly newer King. All right, let's make sure it worked. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's
Also,
good defense right there. Don't even... Dude, what? Sorry.
Hey, you're ahead of me.
Damn it.
I see.
What's your time?
7:18.
All right.
17:18.
4, 3, 2. Are you at 17:09?
Yes.
Nice.
Now
we're all synced up, dude.
And somehow I missed it. It must have been in the first half at some point. Jace Posey did come in for 2 minutes.
James Posey, Jr.
Jace, Jace.
Oh, Jace.
And he did get a rebound.
Dude, what are we doing here?
Rebound.
I mean, throw a bounce pass.
Jace Posey wears number 41, by the way.
Yeah, right. Let him get ahead of you and throw a bounce pass. I mean, I'm coaching my 7-year-old son in youth basketball, and I'm getting angry at him for throwing lazy passes, and here we are watching the formerly ranked number 22 Xavier Musketeers
Right.
throw lazy passes.
Is it too late for, like, with Thanksgiving?
Whoa, my gosh.
Yikes.
That was a moving screen, and it was definitely a block.
And
Looked
that
pretty.
interrupted me from a huge question. Would banana pudding from Thanksgiving
Okay.
still be good 1 week later?
No.
It's been in the fridge the whole time.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Paula says yes. This is the way.
All right. Banana pudding, disgusting. What? That's a straight up lie, and you know it, Paula. Bananas and vanilla wafers? Dude,
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. I was making sure that I was thinking of the right thing. I love banana pudding.
yeah, banana pudding's so good.
So good.
Green bananas.
Green bananas. You're putting green, but see now you lost me.
No, I'm not doing that. I was just answering caps.
Oh,
They were straight up yellow. I mean, I didn't make it. I don't know how to make it, but
Paula, they're not really calling fouls a lot in this entire game. I mean, I think there's only been 14 fouls. That's a foul. Speaking of fouls,
yeah. I mean, we say it and it happens, man.
I mean that's the second time now. Xavier's winning by 12. We'll see. And now we play the waiting game.
Winning by 12. Moving screen. I'm going to start saying that opening screen doors every time. This is a moving screen.
Got the, I don't know if you noticed, Coop, but I got the starterking.us website added to the description now.
Oh, I didn't know you were working on that.
Yeah, I was working on that, so I know I was being pretty incognito about it, but I got it done. I got it done.
Yeah, that's cool. I see it. It says Xavier versus TCU watch party. Visit starterking.us and use promo code Roll Blob for 15% off your order.
Did you say
15 minutes you could save 15% on Starter King
you could
at starterking.us.
Has anybody ever used that before? Because that's pretty good.
I've always wanted to have like a promo code. That is pretty cool.
I know, it is pretty cool. I've always wanted to say that.
Show us your setup.
His setup is the camera.
Like, I'm on my phone. My iPhone 11 is the camera. I have my laptop in my hands right now. As you can see, this is a moving screen, technically.
It is.
This is my humble abode.
That moving screen is brought to you by Starter King, actually.
There's the TV. I can show it. It's commercials. Yeah. Relax.
Relax. Everybody just relax.
How's the dresser? You moved the dresser?
What is going on? Who is that? It's got to be somebody we know.
Oh, it's been a name change within this stream.
What is the picture?
What was his real name? I don't know. The mystery is more fun.
Here we go. Pokemon Trading Card Pocket. No, I haven't been, but I know that Simple Hobbies has been all over it. And my buddy Jared, he's like calling me, telling me that he really, He'll. My buddy Jared has called me like 3 times to like show me or called me and then sent me a picture to show me a card he got. I'm like, I do not care. Even though I do care. It's just when Jared gets a good card, I act like I don't care. Nobody tell him I said that. Tis addicting, my friend. I bet it is. You're talking to a guy that's opened like in the last 4 years, I've probably opened like 4,000 Pokemon packs. So yes, definitely cares. For you guys at home, that's like 1,000 packs a year. I know you probably need a calculator for that.
What are we talking about? Cigarettes?
All right, Xavier got it within 3, and now we strike. Look at that. That's off his leg. You know you're going. Yes, thank you.
Yep, there we go. The ref said that's a real knee slapper. Who's that? Who's the big cardboard cutout of? Is that their coach, I guess?
Yeah.
Because his hair doesn't look like that. That's what threw me off.
Yeah.
That guy looks like he will play RFK in a movie one day.
Cap, did we find any cards there? I can't remember.
Hey, 1-point game.
No.
Xavier is on a 6-0 run. Brought to you by Starter King.
What years was he the coach for Pitt? No, he was. Yeah, no. Beginning his 13th season. I don't know. I can't do this. I can't figure this out right now. What am I? John Fanta?
Open up that notebook.
Yeah. Let me just check my notebook real quick. I know he was the Pitt coach when I was there. The only person that I remember was it. Yeah, Levance Fields and Devon Blair are the people that I remember from Pitt. Was he he was the coach then, right? 2009 Pitt. Yeah, Jamie Dixon.
When you played him in the tournament?
Yeah, in Sweet 16. They had that. What was the dude's name that had? Oh, dude. Dude, they might get him for this. And, dude, he's flopping. There's no way. He did not yank on his hair. Get out of here.
No, I mean, his hand definitely
It's an open palm, dude.
touched his neck, but
open palm.
There was no ill intent there.
Maybe a little ill intent, but not a lot. You're allowed to have a little bit of ill intent, right?
You should be able to have a little bit of ill intent during a game.
You don't skip lunch.
I'm not in trouble at all.
Oh, did you get some, Brian? Nice. Dude, I'm telling you, wait till you see these things. I have a steady supply of them because I just raid my cousin's house and steal them.
Why would you steal when you can just use
I'm
a
so
promo
stupid, man. I have a freaking Starter King hat sitting upstairs. Stupid. There we go, Conwell. I'll wear the Starter King hat next game. I didn't want to give it away right when I got on, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right. Got to keep the mystery alive.
I mean, our next stream might be the shootout.
That could be. That could, more, it is. Morgan State at home and then Xavier. Xavier versus Cincinnati.
Man.
Xavier's got a nice little stretch there. Cincinnati, UConn, at Cincinnati, at UConn, and then home against Marquette.
Oof.
You get 3 wins there. Nobody even cares you lost to Michigan. Nobody
we'll forget all about it.
Nobody even cares.
That's what they're saying about Ryan Day. Win the next 3 games, they'll forget.
Right. I don't know, dude. I think there's a fair amount of Ohio State fans that would still be like, yeah, we won the national championship, but we lost to Michigan.
Yeah, that would be my uncle.
Really?
Oh yeah, I watched the game with family on Saturday, and my aunt and uncle are as pessimistic as it gets with Ohio State.
Yeah.
And they love Ohio State, but they also hate them more than anyone else in the world.
Oh yeah.
And it's Ryan Day's gone. They should fire him on the field.
Right.
They're 10-2.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, it sucks to lose, and they look like shit, and he needs to get it together. But damn. And they're like, yeah, they're out of the playoffs now. Like, you think they're gonna drop from number 2 to number 13?
Listen,
like,
if Alabama's still in, they're still in.
Alabama's making the playoff 100%.
I know.
If SMU beats Clemson, Alabama's in, and they actually deserve to be in. Hot take, but
I don't disagree with you. I think that there has to be some sort of eye test that goes into it, but I don't want Notre Dame playing Alabama in the first round, even though they will get to host it, which would be sick. I don't know.
It would be sick to see.
And I think Notre Dame can beat them, so.
They can. Alabama's a beatable team, but I've thought that before, and I also wouldn't be shocked if they're in the national championship somehow. It's Alabama.
Brian, yeah. I got the hands, man. This is honestly what this is a Starter King success right here. No, so I'm trying to think how it's going to work out. It's like if Arizona State wins if Boise State wins,
they'll get a first round bye if Boise State beats UNLV.
Right, but they were saying something like if Boise State gets in for a bye, then Notre Dame is going to play Arizona State. But if Arizona State wins, they're going to play Alabama. If Arizona State wins their conference, they're going to play Alabama because they're going to get the first round bye instead of Boise State.
They might, yeah. I didn't think about that.
Whoa. Gets a little carried away, the announcer says. Gets carried away with the steps.
Ahmad, to answer the question, lack of better options is how they're going to be in.
I mean, does it suck to have a 3-loss team in the playoff? Absolutely. But you're going to have that happen with a 12-team tournament.
Yeah. And, I mean...
I would much rather every single team has at least 1 loss because that means you're getting to watch good games all year and you can actually see who the best teams are.
Yeah, and it's not devastating. Like, I loved in the BCS...
Dude, and 1. Let's go, baby. Xavier takes his first lead.
I mean, right now, if Xavier was a football team, 7-1, their playoff hopes are... I mean, they're almost a lock at this point.
Almost.
Oh, my God. The username update.
the announcer just called Ryan Conwell Cornwell.
Cornwell. There's a guy that I have a Teams call with once or twice a week, and one of my colleagues dislikes him, and his last name's Conwell, and he calls him Cornwell, but to be rude.
It's not a compliment, just so you guys know.
No, it's not. So Xavier has their first lead at 47-45 since it was 2-0.
Correct. That's stat work. That's. Oh my gosh!
There it went. Damn.
Wow. That dude's actually lucky that he didn't get caught up on Hughley. That's a nice way to break your wrist. That's why I never jumped that high.
Man, these horned frogs can leap.
Come on.
Leap frogs.
Dude, get it to him. He's wide open.
Shoot that shit. All right.
What?
No,
What the heck was that? Couldn't get a newspaper under you. Oh yeah, dude. If I was dunking the ball, it was because I had somebody to step on my way up.
Get some sleep, Cap.
Oh sure.
The highlights will be there in the morning.
You come in here, you get us the lead, and then you're heading out. I see how it is. Look, they're already losing again. Unbelievable.
Yeah, as soon as it's down by 2, it's like, all right, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. My work's
After
done
this,
here.
I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah. Oh man, I mean we're actually 100% right now, Coop. We have one stream. One stream as a promoter for Starter King, and we already got our first sale. 1 for 1. It's not bad.
Yeah,
If
I mean
I'd-
that's great.
If I would have worn my hat, probably have 2 or 3 sales by now. That's on me.
Yeah, true, yeah. Hey, I would wear a Starter King hat.
Dude, they're sick. It's up in my room. I don't want to. Instant ROI, yeah.
Kenny, you doing anything fun after the stream by chance?
Oh, funny you should ask. Well, I will be on the Field of 68 After Dark show tonight, starting at 11 o'clock.
That's a lot after dark.
Yeah, it's after Dark. But that one's not sponsored by Starter King, but it should be.
It will be one day.
One day, yeah. Let me get in Goodman and Douster's ear and be like, hey, Starter King.
Right. But that's at 11. You guys stream on YouTube and Twitter both, or?
Dude, I honestly couldn't tell you. I just get on and do the work.
I know it's on YouTube. I didn't know about Twitter. But.
Somebody was asking me if we see the chat, and I didn't even know there was a chat.
Oh, yeah. I'd imagine in one of those things, there's so much going on that you can't interrupt the.
No,
the
what I'm saying is like I didn't even know that they had a live chat. Like I did, not that I just couldn't read it. It's just, I had no idea. And the funny thing is like here obviously we have outside of the occasional troll from another team that comes in. This is all Xavier people, right? But then you watch the Field of 68, and I was watching back I was watching them 2 nights ago, and the live chat for that it's hysterical because it's all just like you're talking about 4 or 5 different games, a bunch of different teams, and all of their fans are on, all the different teams' fans are on, and they're just talking shit to each other the entire time. Like people are talking, Duke fans are talking shit about Kentucky. Kentucky's talking about how Duke, isn't even a real program, and it's really fun. It's honestly funny to watch. It's
sure.
It's like it's like a giant Twitter feed, honestly, of burners.
That's what makes this country great.
Burner accounts, yeah. I agree. The announcer wants to know. I'm going to ask you the question that the announcer just asked, Coop.
Okay.
What has Xavier done differently this half?
Scored?
Yeah, that's not hey. That's why we keep you around. You're the stats guy.
Yeah, right. although they have not made a three this half. None of those have been threes, I don't think.
Hey Brian, when you get your starter kings and you're able to use them, you gotta come on the next live stream and let me know how they were, because boy oh boy is it a good product. Oh, it's such a good product. Dude. Hughley, man.
Like, what if I just want a little fire?
Oh yeah, I mean the starter kings they come in bricks that are like that big. You break them in half and then you can put them into however small pieces that you want.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Because it just gets cold in my office sometimes.
You just want a little fire.
Dude, have you ever taken apart or seen the inside of the long lighters that you use for like candles, like those guys? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I've never seen I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen the inside of one.
You know, the small little Bic lighters.
Yeah.
So what, like whatever you're lighting with it. It's one of those inside of it.
Just pushing the gas out.
Yeah, and then it just goes up the tube.
Yeah.
I fell to my knees when I found that out. That was one of the craziest things to ever learn. Like, I was probably like 24, 25 when I found that out.
Does it actually look like one of those?
Yeah, from what I've been told, I've never actually taken my own lighter apart because I don't know how to do that. But Fremantle spins, wins.
Spin and win. That's my plan at the casino.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say earlier. I'm going to Vegas
Come on,
for the
rebound
first time ever, and I'm gonna learn how to gamble, like on sports, because my buddy knows this guy that he's up at like 4:30 a.m. betting on Korean women's basketball leagues and
Right.
stuff, and like makes a living doing it. Like he quit his hedge fund job to gamble, and I'm gonna like just give him I don't know, like $4 and be like, hey, make this $100,000.
Yeah, please. I want to do that. At some point we're gonna have to do something like that for March Madness. Just get down.
What, gamble a lot?
No, go to Vegas. Just get up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Get to the sports book. Oh wow! Get off him, little fella.
Okay.
Get off him, little fella.
He too little.
Apparently, there was a good gambler on Ohio State's basketball team.
Well, here's Posey. Posey has some points.
Oh, baby. Back and forth we go in this high-scoring game.
Yes. In this titanic struggle, as Marty Brenneman would say, whose granddaughter goes to TCU.
Go, Maddox. Just pull up. I know you got it from there. Oh. Give it to him. Wow.
Wow.
That's a pro move right there. Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving.
So Xavier back with the lead, 55-54, 8.5 minutes. Xavier has hit 4 of their last 4 field goals.
Is that true?
That's true.
Is that a stat broadcast stat?
It is a stat broadcast stat.
Wow.
I love when they broadcast stats like that.
Yeah. You got to feel good when they're broadcasting their stats like that.
Yeah, you do.
Is this just because my screen is? Oh, okay. My screen was too small, so it was like making the stats look weird. I don't like when they broadcast stats like that. Let's see. Xavier. TCU has 10 rebounds, 10 offensive rebounds, 7 turnovers. Xavier's got 6 offensive rebounds and 11 turnovers. Somehow they're winning. They're 4 for 18 from 3, but they've hit the ones they needed to.
Yeah.
TCU's 5 for 14 from 3.
Yeah, TCU's only.
Usually means you're exposing something bad.
I thought it meant calling attention to something helpful. You know, like,
What is the...
this thing's the best.
Oh, wait, let me look at the full team here. Fremantle and Conwell both in double figures. Likely story. Hughley currently with the lowest plus minus on the team. Not a good look for him. It's just like when he gets the ball. Oh, we lost Coop. Cornwell. Coopwell. And he's back. Hopefully I can hear him.
Can you?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I think it was that TCU broadcast thing. I think they hacked me.
You know, I was wondering. I think they hacked me for sure because my commercials got really, really loud. They wanted to make sure I heard it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cap is staying up past his bedtime. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You bullied him into staying up late.
I had to.
Bullying wins.
Bully ball.
Yeah.
That's what's made the difference for Xavier today. Bully ball.
It's bully ball.
Honestly though. What the heck? There's a Detroit fan that has a cheese grater in the game right now.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. That's what I was going to look up.
Brian, the big announcement is the reason why you're going to be a happy customer.
Yep. Starter King, man. It's been something we've been talking about for a while. Not just, Starter King, but obviously last year. Just trying to find a way to get a sponsor for the stream so that we can bring, do giveaways and maybe get some Roll Blob merch going, some different things. And luckily, my cousin is a fan of the stream and he wanted to help out, and here we are. So hopefully we'll have some Roll Blob merch coming your guys' way soon, and get some giveaways going, grow the live streams. Been in some talks with some people, growing the brand a little bit. We'll see how that goes. But we'll always have the OGs. Adam Baltimore, Brian Thornton. Brian Thornton is the president of Big 12 basketball for the Big. That's.
Yeah,
crazy.
he was. He had a position with the American when UC was there, so it was a fun day on Twitter when that happened. But all right, there we go. Dante Maddox.
I think I just, for one split second there, I gave up something on the stream.
Oh, here we go. All right, man.
The future's bright.
We're cooking with fire now.
Roll Blob socks. Wow.
Ooh.
That's a good call.
60-54. Xavier on a 9-0 run and a 13-2 run over the last 2 minutes and 49 seconds.
John says he's actively following UC from conference to conference just to troll him.
I respect it.
You have to.
UC football had the worst recruiting class in the entire Big 12, and the Big 12 is a massive conference. Dead
Massive.
last.
There's at least 12 teams in it.
Yeah. and some are bigger than the others.
Oh, 17-7.
Dude, the Lions are legit. I think it's going to be Lions, Chiefs, Super Bowl.
Nah, Chiefs aren't making it this year.
Dude, they shouldn't, but they will.
You know the thing that really makes me angry is the Vikings were what 7-0 going into the Lions game. They lose by 2 because Justin Jefferson doesn't catch a pass. Sam Darnold makes a bad pass on a 3rd down. And then, like, immediately after the game, it's like, oh, well, we knew the other foot was going to drop. It's like, you guys have been telling me for the last 7 weeks that the Lions are the best team in the NFL. The Vikings lose to them by 2. And now all of a sudden the Vikings are falling off. It's like, get off me. I don't need to hear that right now.
What's the Vikings record right now?
10-2.
Oh. Yeah, they're good.
Right. And their other loss was to the Rams the day that Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua came back.
Yeah, that helps them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just probably 2 of the best wide receivers in football.
And let's not even talk about the fact that the Bears need to be investigated by the NFL because they threw the game against the Lions because they hate the Vikings so much.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Somehow the Lions just became everybody's darling.
Well, I mean, it's like they were so bad for so long.
Yeah, but I mean, like the Vikings have been average, so that means that everybody hates them. I don't understand.
I don't know. I feel like it was kind of like when maybe Paula, if she's still in here, when the Bills were so bad, when they started getting good, it's like, oh, this is cool to see.
Well,
And
I mean,
maybe it's a similar
but
thing
also
with the
it was
Lions.
their fan base is just like the Bills Mafia stuff when that started with the tables and stuff.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they were bringing more national coverage to the team than I think that the. Oh no, I'm just messing. I mean, I guess I'm not messing around. I don't like the Lions, but I don't not like you because you like the Lions, Alex.
Hey, I like the Lions because JT Barrett is an assistant coach for them. Former Ohio State national championship
And I do like
winning
their-
quarterback.
yeah.
He got the first down against Michigan in 2016. You might remember.
You might remember. That's why we keep
First
you
down,
around.
clearly.
Big stats guy.
Yeah.
Did you get that out of your notebook?
Yes.
Nice. I'm gonna start a notebook. Why not?
You know, I've never seen that movie. Like, I have like a business notebook, like a few of those
Look at this
for work.
notebook.
Is that legal? Like a legal pad or something?
College rule.
College rule?
Yeah, it's a Stewart Hall.
Those are nice. Stuart
Yeah,
Halls.
Really nice. Really nice.
Yeah, they're nice.
Dude, I need to make sure that I'm not getting. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need Xavier to pick up and win this game quickly. I'm gonna be pushing up to when I got a report. Give me that. Give it to Maddox. He's wide open in the corner.
And he's hot.
Yeah.
Conwell puts it up. Nope.
You know what's crazy is that I have a notebook but no pen.
Got a pencil?
Nope.
When's the last time you used a pencil?
Oh my gosh, I don't even. Do they still make pencil?
I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't used a pencil in. Man. How old am I? Probably 10 years. 9, 10 years, probably.
And when I was, the only time that I used even like any type of writing utensil after college was to freaking sign contracts. That was about it.
Then autographs.
Yeah, it was mostly markers, but
That's still a utensil.
it's still a utensil. There's no doubt about it. Oh my goodness! Come on, we need this win for the Starter King brand. I'm gonna text Miller.
Yes.
I'm gonna text Miller and let him know. I don't think that he's aware of the Starter King sponsorship yet. Let me let him know.
That might be what they're saying in the timeout, though. He did take the timeout.
Right. Boys, we need this for the brand.
And this was a game that TeamRanking.com predicted Xavier to lose. They said they only had a 42.9 chance at winning this game.
Jump ball possession to TCU.
And obviously, it's December 5th. It's not a must-win game, but it's a game that definitely you'd like to win. Just with the tough schedule coming up, you need to win. And plus, like, Xavier has more talent than TCU.
Right.
Like you have to win these games.
Come on, Swain. Man, you're just giving straight line drives to the baseline.
Yeah.
I mean, this is elementary stuff, guys. Push him to the middle.
Game's tied at 65.5 minutes left.
I mean, he's pushed. I don't know. Maybe the guy's right. Maybe the guy's left-handed. I don't know. Oh, wow. Bang!
Oh wow, it's right, and we get a bang. Man, we talked about it.
What's he doing?
Dante Maddox just
3 for 4 right now. Trying to tell you guys.
11 points, but 11 loud points for Dante.
Loud points. And Maddox is, well, wait, no, never mind. Visitor stats. How many rebounds has he got?
5, I think. Yeah, 5.
Tied for leading the team in rebounds too. I mean, what can't this guy do?
He's in his bag.
That's
Big confidence
That's
booster
a
too.
big time shot right there. Could this be the game? Could this be the game that gets him going?
Very well could be.
Got 3 people in double figures now.
We got what? Fremantle's obviously leading Conwell and Maddox.
Yep. McKnight, 7 points on 6 shots. 0 for 2 from 3. Come on.
Tough.
I mean, I don't mind McKnight not going over to help there because he's got to box out the big guy, but man, it's tough getting beat like that in a straight line. 1 crossover, 2 dribbles, laying it up at the front of the rim.
If you look on behind Sean Miller, their little screen by the scorers table has who's on the court for Xavier, and they have a made-up name.
Yeah, Emma
Aletta instead of Jerome Hunter. Says number 2.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, that's not a made-up name. That's one of their players on Xavier's roster. That's clutch. Well, unfortunately, TCU is shooting the ball pretty well right now.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Under 4 minutes, though, and we've got a 2-point game, which is what Vegas predicted. They predicted it to be a 1.5-point game. That's not possible, so it has to be somewhere around that.
Oh man.
So as Kenny sips his Dr. Pepper and prepares for the Field of 68 After Dark at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, available on YouTube. We know, maybe it's on Twitter. We'll find out.
It's on Twitter. I just looked.
It's on Twitter and YouTube. You heard
Well,
it here first.
It's on X actually.
Yeah, it's still weird to. No one's calling it that.
We're Xing
Like,
it out.
yeah, Xing it out. Yeah. Whenever I tweet the Roll Blob string promos and stuff, like watch here on X. It's like, I know I'm doing it right, but it feels so wrong.
What the hell? What is Cap talking about?
I'm spinning as we speak. I plan on winning as we speak. Yes.
So we went on a fishing trip this past summer. Had coffee with cream and Fireball in it in the morning before we went off. It was pretty special.
Sounds not bad.
It was pretty special.
Any Tums?
0 Tums.
Wow.
0 Tums.
Hacked by Ian. Look at that Burger King commercial. You know what Burger King should use to start those fires?
Yep. Those, yeah.
Keep it with another king.
Right. You got to keep it with another king. We need to get that relationship going. Let me talk to my people at Burger King, at BK, as its friends call them.
Yeah, the BK.
The BK Lounge, for anybody that remembers Dane Cook. Man, Fletcher is like, he's been such an unknown to me this whole time. Like, I've talked to Adam Baum and Paul Frischner, and their main point was that the reason that he came here was to make sure that he had time to get better and really just work on his body. And I just don't know, man. I didn't think we were going to see him at all, and then he comes in and he played like 8 minutes or something against, who was that against? Do you remember, Coop? That Fletcher came in. He's played like between 4 and 8 minutes, something like that, this entire year. I can't remember what game it was. Let me look it up. Somebody will know, actually.
Yeah, I can't remember at all. Was it one we were doing?
I can't believe that Ahmad's not in here. He's played 3.5 minutes in 2 different games.
South Carolina? Check in against South Carolina?
Could have been. Go to work. Double coming. Find him. Bang. That's a foul. You got to call the foul.
Not calling it.
Colbert. Dude, I know that we did the one podcast with Johnny Mazza and Joe Hughes, but man, those dudes on the bench, it was just like they're having so much fun, and it was so awesome to make like a good player do something and look over and see those guys just going nuts.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Man, we're gonna have to bump and run after this game. I got to get my final notes in place. Ahmad's notebook has to be insane. I think that's the real reason he didn't come on tonight. I think he lost his notes.
Yeah, that could be.
He lost his notebook. He was like, I can't go out there looking like a fool. Oh, dude, I don't know how many of you guys remember like Kevin Feeney going in the game when I was there. He played in a couple games like in big time moments and hit some big shots. But like when him and Johnny Mazza and Joe Hughes were all in the game, oh my gosh, man, that was just the best. Because I mean, obviously you're already in a good mood because you're winning. Zach, what are we doing here?
Ugh, can't do that.
13 seconds. Dude, I look back on those, and I mean, I know obviously I was playing, but I look back on those times, and college basketball just had such a, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like college basketball just had such a different feel at that time.
It did. It really did.
Come on, baby. Let's go, Jerome. That's off him. We're going this way.
Point that way.
Check the monitor.
No one's pointing anywhere.
Let's go.
All right. Hell yeah.
Aura. I mean, Jerome's getting that rebound if the dude doesn't hit it. Let's be for real here, huh?
You know Trey Burke?
Oh, okay. That may have been off Jerome, but we take those. Timeout. 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 Call timeout. All right, we got a timeout.
Well, Trey Burke is still playing basketball.
Trey Burke.
Yeah, he's on the Mexico City G League team.
Nice.
You know Mexico City had a G League team?
I did not know that.
The captains, I don't know how it's pronounced, but yeah, they sell out. It's like they take it very seriously.
There's a team in the Philippines. I can't remember the name of the city, but the team mascot is just called the Beer Men.
Mm.
The guy that owns the team owns like a giant beer brand.
Nice.
And I always thought that was a funny name, the Beermen. They don't even
Chris
speak.
Bierman.
They don't even speak English. They're just called the Beermen.
That's pretty funny. The Beerman.
Charles Bierman III. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, I didn't like Trey Burke in college at all.
Oh shit, is that their last time out?
Yeah,
Great school attender.
it's because he went to Michigan.
I think it's actually pronounced Michigan.
Something like that.
A lot of people don't know that. It's Michigan.
It's Michigan. Mitch was my dad's name. Oh, I wish I would have thought about that at some point ever.
Why?
Like whenever if he came home, be like, oh, it's Michigan.
Michigan.
Not like hitting a dad with a dad joke, you know.
Moderate blue. Moderately sized blue. I mean, their mascot doesn't even have the word blue in it.
Yeah, they don't even have a mascot.
What are we doing? Out of bounds. And that's a fresh shot clock.
Man,
Dude,
a lot of
Xavier's
pointing our way.
Yeah, Xavier is out of timeouts right now.
Yeah.
I did not realize that. Maybe that's why it took so long for him to call a timeout when I was screaming for a timeout.
Maybe
That's why I'm on the Roll Blob podcast and not standing on the sideline right now.
You can call as many timeouts as you
Bang,
want.
dude.
Big time.
And Cat or Coop, tell him.
Win the race, win the game.
Right.
69-67. Xavier is undefeated this year when winning the race to 69. Obviously, they've lost one game. And they didn't even score 69 in that game.
When scoring more points, Xavier is undefeated this year.
Of all time,
Yep.
actually.
Yep.
Except once, probably in like the 20s, they probably had some weird rule.
Oh, yep, that's a foul. You absolutely can't do that. Hunter's going to the line. That's a 1+1. Dude, it's just such a pretty shot, man.
So what's Conwell up to? 17 points, Kenny.
It's just too good. We got to find a way to make money on this.
It's simply too good.
Oh my gosh, man, come on. We need this win so bad.
Missed the free throw.
This would be a game to go to overtime when they know that I'm on a
Yeah,
time
right.
crunch. No, that's not a foul, sir. That's absolutely not a foul.
Ah,
What's this man's name? Tell me. Sorry, they're not even in the bonus. Doesn't even matter.
Maddox is in absolute disbelief, dude.
I mean, I'm in disbelief after seeing that
Oh,
replay.
dude, bullshit. Where? Because his leg was in his way?
Because his leg's tatted? Freaking grow up, dude. 2024, man. You can have tattoos on your leg.
It's not good behavior. I don't care about it. It's not good behavior. If anyone's ever seen I Think You Should Leave, they're probably so confused at all the random quotes we dropped throughout history.
That's where, right there on my quad, that's where I'm getting the turkey tattoo when Xavier goes to the Final Four.
Ah, nice. And so Jerome fouled out.
Dude, I mean, how are you down 2 with a minute and 20 seconds to go and you foul a 3-point shooter? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's your 5th foul. What? They just said a valiant effort from the transfer out of Toledo comes to an end. I think they have their transfers mixed up.
Dante Maddox is still right there.
He's literally right there.
They switched their notebooks.
They must have.
They also thought that he played for TCU when they said he was outlet.
Right.
Posey coming back in. Does the hair count as height, in your opinion?
I would say no if I'm being honest.
Shit.
Damn it.
I've been counting my hair as height for my entire life.
I guess maybe it just depends on how much gel you use, right? Like if your hair is like hard as a rock, it counts.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna have to step your hairspray game up.
Yeah, it's at 0 right now.
And
Oh, shit.
dude.
Coughed it up. TCU up by 2, under a minute left.
Okay. Oh, they called a foul.
Okay, good.
I mean, if you're asking me, that's a technical foul. Wait, they called a foul on Freeman?
No, I think they called it, on Zach. No, it's just play before. I want to see where they called this foul on Zach.
Miss it. Damn it. Didn't even hit the rim.
In a bad way.
In a bad way. In the worst way, really. How long is it going to take the announcer to say you don't need a 3?
Yeah, right. 73-69.
Get on that. Come on, Davion. That's a foul.
Man, nothing.
What are we doing? Brings
No
his
whistle,
brings his
dude.
arms all the way down on the ball. That is absolutely a foul. I mean, look at this. Yeah, straight up until the very end when he brings his hands down. Oh, that wasn't a foul. Damn it. Can't even get angry.
I can.
Well, I can't get angry about the no call. I can get angry about the loss that we're about to take.
What kind of runs TCU on? 6-0 run.
6-0 run and they're up by 4. That's not a good way to end the game.
Nope. Xavier won the race and hasn't scored since.
They're going to friggin' miss this free throw. I'll tell you that much for sure.
I'm not even looking at stat broadcast. I don't want it to spoil it for me. I was thinking if I wanted to test this banana pudding out or not still, but
I missed that one. Nice.
we need a 4-point play. Got to start there. That's going to be it.
9-0 run to end the game in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to look like a more lopsided loss than it actually was. I mean, a much better second half than first half, but unfortunately they count all of it. Xavier loses by 4. Shit, man.
All right, Cap. Have a good night, man.
But
well, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We didn't get it. Next stream, though, we're going to get it. Crosstown Shootout, December 14th. Visit starterking.us. Start your fires. Catch Kenny on field at 68 at 11 p.m. on YouTube and X. Kenny, hit us with 2 words.
Let me check my notebook. Stay blob.